for how long the bond markets will stay open. Our borrowing costs are higher than Greece, the whole of Europe, Italy. And part of the problem is that, like, the reason French borrowing costs are lower than ours is because they're implicitly backed by Germany. And obviously the EU and the Euro area is just a much bigger economy. Sterling is taking a pummeling, or the UK economy is, because, okay, we're at only 100% of GDP in terms of our debt, but we have two unique problems. One is the fact that sterling is no longer really a reserve currency in the way that the dollar is. And the second problem is the fact that we have, of any large developed economy, we have the most proportion of our government debt linked to inflation. So because inflation has been high, it's going up again. It means the bond markets aren't necessarily going to be open for that longer. But then you sort of feel that if we're getting into the point where we simply can't borrow enough money to pay the interest bills, let alone anything else, then the cuts, all bets are off. Then you can say, right, we've got to put up income tax. We're going to have to cut 100 billion from the budget across the piece, and you're in a proper crisis. I worry about it because I think there is a risk that some of these big taxes will come in.
Yeah.
But equally, I do think this government has shown that it is quite happy, as I say, just to muddle along. And maybe that's what they'll do. But I'll still get a nice weekend in France out of it.